Hello everyone, welcome to our video on making your very own indoor pollution catcher. So before we begin, let me have a rundown of all the materials that you're going to be using, beginning with coffee filter paper, Vaseline, tape, and just a piece of paper. I have here copy paper. You can make use of a scrap paper if you don't have a clean one. Our model here has been modified based from whatever I have used and copied from online. And you can actually create your very own or copy whatever you see online. And you will find it for yourself to tweak any variable that you think would make your model more effective. And the best thing about it is once you have your model, you can do your own experiment and change variables. For example, you can put several models at different distances from the floor, so you're basically testing how much pollution do we get, like on the lower level, on the mid level, on the higher level. Or you could place several models in different rooms of your house so you can see where in your house do you actually get more pollution. Like we are only measuring, by the way, the particulate matter that are visible to the eye. We're not even measuring those that we can't even see. So anyway, let's talk about this image that you see here on your screen, sources of interpollutant. But before we get into the detail of this one, when we talk about pollution, we commonly think of, car exhaust, factory exhaust, farm, man-made pollution, and we neglect to look into the indoor pollution. And unfortunately, we are so confined. We are so every day, there are certain hours that we actually spend inside our home. So therefore, it's very important to look into the sources. Where are we getting these pollution inside our home? Let's begin with VOCs. VOCs are volatile organic compounds, and where do we get them? We get them from perfumes, hairspray, nail polish, from our very own furniture, fabric conditioner from, when you turn on the stove, um, and tobacco smoke, and, all those scents that you actually smell. Those are volatile organic compounds. We also have sources like your animal and pet dander, our very own dead skin cells. We also have the mold and mildew from paints, varnish, and of course, the microbial pathogens. Once you have your model, you can actually catch those particulate matter. Okay. And, it's like to see is to believe. Once you have identified and once you have seen that you are catching so much of this pollution inside your home, you would want to think of ways on how to mitigate or lower the effect of your indoor pollution. Like you can actually have ventilation, or, open the window, for example, for your ventilation, or you can have indoor plants like what I have here in the background, or, remove the source of that pollution. Okay. So for example, like the mold and mildew, then you have to fix the problem of, mold and mildew in your home. So let's get started with our model. The first thing that we're going to be doing, well, unfortunately, my other camera is not working. So what I'm going to do is just to show you how I'm going to use it. So I will be wearing my gloves, and I will start off with a Vaseline, and I will get as much Vaseline I can have and lather it onto the filter paper. You will lather the entire filter paper until the paper becomes translucent. Translucent means, when you look through against the light, I mean the light you can see through against the light. Okay. So once your filter paper is translucent, so you can see the difference here of the not translucent and the translucent. There you go. Okay. This is with petroleum jelly. This is without petroleum jelly yet. Once you have your filter paper with petroleum jelly, the next thing you're going to do is to get the tape and tape it on the piece of paper that you have. And the only reason why you are taping it on this paper is because your model will actually be placed against the wall of your kitchen, living room, bedroom, wherever you're testing it, right? So this paper here is actually a protection against the wall so that the gel will not smudge onto the paint or your wall. So you will basically you will just tape this one onto your wall, and that's it. If you are doing an experiment for a week, then You got to look in or test your filter paper, put it against the light, something like this. So let's say day one, put it against the light and identify how many particles you actually see, and then leave it, put it back again in the same spot. Day two, you do it again, and you can actually plot the graph, or graph, I mean, your data. Okay. So once you have your information ready, you can make a conclusion as to how much particulate matter you actually have in your home, certain rooms or certain whatever variable you are testing. So hopefully you learned, and good luck making your model. Thank you.